Hello friends, welcome back to Star Styles Homestead. This is Teresa. So today I'm going to make a new recipe, an angel food cake. I got fresh strawberries the other day. Got them all ready in there, and that's what we're going to have for dessert tonight. Alright, I have a pound of butter. Yes, 4 sticks of butter. Room temperature in my bowl here. Okay? I'm going to be very careful. I need 3 cups. This is not a diet recipe. 3 cups of sugar. Okay. We're doing this all together. And then 1 package of Philadelphia cream cheese. I meant to open this before. So while I'm opening it, I'll let you know. I spent the day in the pool. 82 degrees. In the pool, that is. I think it's like 86 outside. Beautiful. And that's after I did all my plants this morning. They're coming up gorgeous. Okay, this is all room temperature too. Alright, so there we have it. We are going to put this on here and get this going until it's nice and creamy. What happened there? Okay, slow speed. Get it all nice and creamy. In the meantime, I'm going to butter my pan. The only other thing we need, I have my eggs, I have my flour. You want to sift your flour, which I did already. Aren't you proud of me? I sifted it, covered it, and left it in there while I was in the pool. And we have 3 cups of flour here. I have 6 eggs, and of course my vanilla. So, we'll get that going a little bit. I have some soft butter here, and I am gonna probably use most of this butter, 4 tablespoons, and just butter this pan. Nice and soft too. Look at that, because I don't want it sticking. And this is from literally a comment that somebody made on somebody else's post. A couple comments, actually. Look at all that butter. Yikes. And I thought it sounded really good, minus a couple things she had in there. I'm going to use this to spread that instead of a bag. So this is a couple different comment recipes. I want to get every nook and cranny of this pan so that it doesn't stick. Because you know, if they stick in one of these pans, dump pans, it's miserable getting out. So, and one of the comments said to sprinkle sugar all in here on top of the butter. And I thought about it, but then I wondered, would it burn on the bottom? Because you know when sugar's melting, and this is going to be in the oven for like an hour and a half. So I think I'm going to skip the sugar this time and just stay with the butter. And there we go. Nice and buttered. You see all that. Okay? Ooh. Okay, I am going to use my spatula. Get these sides down. Let me show you what we got here. Gently. It's nice and creamy. So, what I'm going to do is slowly, on slow, I'm just going to add some flour. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to add the vanilla first. 1 tablespoon of vanilla. Or so. We'll get that in there. Okay, and now I'm going to slowly go back and forth with eggs and then flour as it's mixing until it's all combined. And there we have it. Okay. Before I get going, I'm just going to get those sides down. And this recipe will be done other than putting it in the pan once this is all mixed. And then set your oven at 300 because I forgot to. Put it in the pan, and then we're going to cook it for an hour and a half. And that's it. Just to help balance the flavor a little bit, I'm going to put a half a teaspoon in here and get that going. But that's it. That's it. I'll add it in there into my notes here. That'll be below. I'll be back. And then we have it. That looks good and it smells so good, but that's a lot of batter. I hope that this doesn't like overflow in this pan. Let me show you here. I almost want to do a couple small ones. That is a lot of batter. Friends, I can't in good conscience put all this in there. So I think I'm going to do a couple small ones too. Seriously, that's 3/4 of the way full. Look how much I have left. I'll put a little bit more. All right, so there is no baking powder or baking soda in here. So as far as rising, there we have it. We're going to see how that does. That's almost full. I literally, look at this, my friends. That's a lot of batter left. I'm going to do that in a small pan. If this doesn't come up over, that's okay. I just don't want it to come up over and me have to clean my oven for 5 hours. That's not 300 yet. So I'm going to wait till that's 300. I'm going to stick it in the oven. I'm going to time it for 1 hour and we'll go from there. And I'm going to put this in another pan and we'll see. We're doing this together. I'll be back. So I got a half a pan for the little one. And I know pound cakes aren't supposed to rise like a regular cake. I'm assuming it's going to rise a little bit, and I only had that much room left over. So I didn't want to mess with that. I didn't want to take the chance, and that's a lot of cake in there. A lot of cake. If it does what I think it's going to, next time I make it, if it's good, I'll put it all in the same pan. But better to be safe than sorry. So 300 degrees for 1 hour. I'll keep an eye on the small one because that's not going to take an hour. It's only this thick, and it's in a smaller pan. I'll show you. All right, friends, it just came out of the oven. 1.5 hours. This is the smaller one. It smells so good. Let me see. This took 1 hour. And might I add, I told you I was afraid to put that all in that pan. Look how perfect that is. I'm going to leave it in this pan for a few minutes and then I'm going to try and pop it out. Because I don't want it to stick because it looks so beautiful. It's beauteous. So, there we have it. I think I'm going to try to take it out of the pan off camera. Because if it sticks and ruins, I don't want you to hear what I have to say. All right, my friends. I'm going to attempt it. This has been about 10 minutes. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, that smells amazing. And look at those. And it's crispy on top. Oh, yes, I can't wait to taste it now. All right, my friends, it is time to cut this. And might I add, let me just move this. Isn't this beautiful? I mean, really, that's from my neighbor's garden, and she brought them over to me today. I love her. Thank you, Judith. Anyway, let's get to this because, oh my gosh, this smells amazing. So let's cut. Oh, wow, it's so light. Let's see, my friends. Oh my word. Look at that. It's still just a tad warm. Look at that, my friends. Doesn't that look so good? All right, what I'm gonna do is, my top piece fell off. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh my word. I will definitely keep this on. Oh my word, friends, that is so good. And look at these. I cut them up today. Got some Cool Whip. Now homemade. After dinner, I'm just ready to, no, I'm going to cut this way. Let's put you down here. Oh, and I have my other one all wrapped up. Got to finish wrapping it. It's going in the freezer. Look at all that juice. And I grabbed a slotted spoon. Go figure. All right. Let's grab a regular spoon. Get some of that juice. Oh my word. Friends, I know after just tasting that crunchy piece, just the taste in my mouth is amazing. All right, and then we're going to do some whipped topping. Oh, did you see that? Waste not, want not. That's hilarious. Let's try that again. And then we'll do this. Put a couple of these on top. Clean that off. Look at that, my friends. Does not look good. All right, so my eyes are bigger than my stomach because there's no way I'm going to be able to eat all that. But I'm taking a bite of the top with this. With the strawberry. You guys, I'm telling you, you have got to make this. That was so easy. So easy. This particular cake, look at the inside of that. Oops. Look at how spongy that is. And it's done perfect. The top's nice and crunchy. And it's firm. It's not real dense. and it took exactly 1.5 hours. This one took exactly 1 hour. Will I put it all in the pan next time? Maybe. But you've seen that topped right to the top of the pan. I had no problem getting it out. You also seen that. When I first took it out of the oven, I banged on the sides just to make sure it stayed off the sides, and then I let it sit there and cool. It had to have been 10-15 minutes at least. But there you have it. This is amazing. And I'm going to try to eat all that. I couldn't eat all my dinner, so like and subscribe if you haven't already. Seriously, try this recipe. Super easy. Just plan on being home for an hour and a half while it's in the oven. But that is phenomenal. I will definitely keep this recipe and make it for holidays. Might touch it up a little bit and add extra stuff to it, but that recipe is the bomb. Have a great night, guys. I will see you probably, you'll see me probably this weekend sometime. I don't know on what. Got a couple things in the works that I want to do. But anyway, you'll see me. Love you guys. Thanks for being here. Like and subscribe. Ciao for now.